If you've been sobbing uncontrollably or are feeling extra emotional while watching a cheesy movie during air travel, you're not alone. And you definitely don't need to feel bad about getting sentimental. At that point, it's not just your state of mind or the emotionality of the movie which is pulling your strings. It is also the altitude. Humans did not quite evolve to fly, but we came up with artificial solutions for it. Therefore, for a lot of people, flying is not the most comfortable or easy experience. It can actually mess with your mind. So, if a cheesy movie is really breaking you up during your 10-hour long flight to yet another continent when you're also dreading a 4-hour layover, you really can't be blamed. Perry Renshaw, a professor of psychiatry at the University of Utah, has done research which shows that people who live at high altitudes are at a greater risk for depression and maybe even suicide. This doesn't mean that you should be wary of every flight you take, for it might just make you slip into depression. What the research means is that spending a significant amount of time above sea level is not going to be easy on you. It plays havoc on your brain chemicals like serotonin and dopamine, which affect mood regulation. In fact, another thing that we are all often familiar with is air rage. Aggression on flights is far too common these days, which again brings us back to the disorienting effects of flying. Interestingly, these effects do not cease immediately right when you hit the ground. A study in 2020 revealed anecdotal evidence of air travelers suffering post-flight confusion, brain fog, and some levels of cognitive decline. When they looked into what was causing this delirium among the flyers, they found oxygen deprivation and dehydration to be the leading causes. Oxygen in blood should ideally be at a level of 97 to 99% at sea level. But as one kicks off from the ground, it begins to plummet. At 6,000 to 8,000 feet above sea level, oxygen is roughly 83 to 85% in one's blood. Even though cabin filters do exist which bring in air from surroundings, cool and pump it inside the aircraft, that still does not qualify as the same percentage of oxygen you would breathe at sea level. The low air pressure at those higher elevations just can't be evaded that much. While youngsters can take this, it can lead to more serious consequences in the elderly. Apart from oxygen, it is also the level of humidity which can play a major role. Our bodies require a humidity range of 50 to 65%, but in an airplane, it can easily go below 20%. This often causes dehydration, which can result in delirium. That, combined with your in-flight champagne, can make things woozy for you. Since lower humidity and lower air pressure amplifies the effects of alcohol, your post-flight confusion might just worsen with your alcohol consumption. There are also many other stressors on a plane. The noises, the feeling of being cramped, and perhaps a crying baby to top it all off. This causes the body to produce more stress hormones such as cortisol, which influence our emotions by increasing our blood pressure and heart rate. So the next time you're feeling embarrassed about tearing up during a movie on your flight, remember that you should probably try to hydrate yourself and lay off the alcohol for a bit if you can. And don't feel embarrassed. These outbursts are so common during in-flight movies that Virgin Atlantic in the United States even posted a warning before playing certain films such as Toy Story 3, The Notebook, and Eat, Pray, Love. For The Print, this is Gauravi Narang. For more, log on to theprint.in and follow us on our social media handles.